EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option. Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain. Now Ito Smith. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Smith. A gain of 3, second down. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? On third down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here with Smith. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
We're scoreless after 1. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll run it now with Smith. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 29, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like an old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Smith. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. Smith with a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, 31 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the 39, Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep it with Smith on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
Oh, one of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But, boy, I like what they're doing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
He'll begin with a handoff to Smith.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Smith. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On the run, it's Smith. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Here's Cooks on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, we got 3 down.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Rush in.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go.
Watson on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Make these babies crawl all the way back home. 46.
Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 39. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st down, Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
forced out to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Here's Ryan. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And he'll drop here to throw. He'll find Metcalf.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
14. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Under crunch.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
46 to Mike, 46. 36 power. Give me that ball, defense. 40. Give me that ball, defense. SOS.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 46. Mike 46. All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. The big fella. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This time, Wilson will throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Let's get that swagger.
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 51 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Taken about 7 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
from the shotgun. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On the ground, this is Smith. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Moore on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On On first down, Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson.
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
46 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. He's crashing.
To throw again is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Mike 46. 14,
Wilson will throw again, eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Smith. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 34 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Allen Bailey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson, left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Touch 50. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Smith. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
56, right there, 56.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.